Welcome back to another video. My name is Juggernox, and I'm coming at you with episode 2 of the Reformation. Get ready for the paint job, guys. It's about to be epic. As you guys can see here, I'm just taking apart the streaming setup, PC, monitors, everything like that. Just trying to get everything into the front room so we can get started with the taping and, plastic, all that kind of stuff before we get into the real nitty-gritty of doing all that work, putting in that elbow grease. Now here, as you guys can see, I'm just taking off all my posters and memorabilia, my packs and all that kind of stuff just to get the walls ready. So far so good. And if I do sound a little nasally or a little sick, I'm not sick. It's just allergies. They're really kicking my ass right now. But I am sorry you got to deal with that for right now. Now, right here was the really challenging part, getting all these like stickies, the things that held up the posters off the wall. That took forever, but luckily you guys have a time lapse. For me, I would go and come back, and as you can see, I stopped for a minute just to tape up the electrical outlets and things like that, just because the tape was pissing me off. But you'll see in a second that I went back to it. Cleaning up the walls, just making sure I wipe everything down. Some more stickies on the ceiling. I had things stuck to the ceiling before too. So just try not to judge me here. I did my best with the plastic and the tape and stuff like that. It didn't come out the best, but it was my first time, so let's just take account of that. But I think it came out pretty good, all things considered. What's going on, guys? We are getting started with the spackling now. We've put the plastic down, and then right after we finish the spackling, we're going to get into some priming. So apparently, according to my mom, I wasn't too great at this, but I did come in, slap some of that stuff up on the wall, and then they came in and fixed it up for me after. But I think I did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, covered up the holes and whatnot, spreaded it up. I think what I did wrong was I left too much of it in one section at a time. I don't know, you guys tell me, leave a comment down below. Maybe one of you guys is a professional or something. Tell me, what did I do wrong, or where did I go wrong, or what could I have done better? Alright guys, so the plaster dried on the walls. We sanded it all down. Now it's time to go ahead and put the primer, and we could get going with the paint. Everybody, room 1 is primed and ready to go. We have primer up on the walls. Spackle was done. Next, we have to wait for this to dry, throw the paint on here. But in the meantime, I'll clean up that front room, start getting it ready to get primed, and then we'll start painting everything all together. All right, let's go. All right, so this isn't looking too great, but in just a minute here, We'll get all this cleaned up and sorted out. I had took most of this stuff out from the back room, from the stream room, and I put it up here just to kind of get started back there. But now I'm like, where am I gonna put all this now? You know, that room is wet. I can't put it back there. So let's see what I come up with. And not to mind the mess too much here, it was like super hectic. I took everything from the back and then just threw it up here, and then once I got up to the front room, I realized, I don't even know where I'm gonna put all this stuff, but I just started throwing everything in the hallway. It was like impossible to go up or down or get anywhere outside of that room. But we made it work, and we ended up making enough space for everybody to get things done. All right, so just a second here, and we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the video. We're gonna talk about the colors I picked and why I picked them and all that, but for just a moment, just enjoy the time lapse, the beat behind us, and just see all the hard work that went into doing this. You know, I had my mom and Scarlett do the spackling on this side over here, and I was just mainly videographing for the most part, but they did help a lot. Right here, this is basic. We're just starting off with the white for the ceiling and all the molders and things in the front for the front room, just because that was the easiest thing to start off with, and we already had the wall taped up. So we did the ceiling, retouched everything, made everything nice and bright. Really get the light reflecting off of it well. Alrighty guys, if you made it this far, it's officially day 2 of the paint job. All the walls have primer dried up on the walls. We let it sit overnight. So this is the first room, the big main bedroom where I sleep in and everything like that. And then back here is gonna be the streaming room and all that stuff. So that's all these walls primed up and ready to go. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Today we throw the paint on the walls. We do the molders, you know, and all the accessories and the things like that. And we put in all this paint, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be fire though. It's about to be fire for real. We've been putting in a lot of hours, a lot of hard work, a lot of headaches, but we made it. We made it to day 2, and we should be done today. Paint, let it dry, put everything back. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it. So I put a lot of thought into the color I was gonna put on the ceiling, and we're starting off with satin black. The reason I picked black is, well, black is powerful, it's complex, and it really generates protection, it absorbs negative energy, it kind of taps into the mysterious and the unknown, but it's also grounding and authoritative. So it's kind of just like me adding a little bit of like, let me get some of that respect in there, feel me? But people ain't use too much though. It's really just for like the windows, and you'll see it in a second, the windows, the ceiling, and like the sides, like the wood on the bottom, the molders. You don't want to use too much black because then you're gonna get too depressed and shit. So, you know, just a little bit, just a touch, just a tad. So Ma, how do you think the room is gonna come out? You've been doing all this work. How do you feel? You've been working hard. I appreciate it.
Yes. Everything's good. I'm fine.
How do you feel about the colors?
Beautiful. I like it.
You like it? All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, thank you for all the work you've been doing for us.
Very
I appreciate
welcome.
you. As you guys can see here, we started painting the ceiling black, but you might have noticed I forgot to put the blue tape up around the wall, and we got a little bit of the black paint on the side. So in just a moment here, you'll see Scarlett start putting up that blue tape for us, and we make it all the way around the room. It's a pretty small room, so it's not too hard to just get it done pretty quick. The front room was the one that gave us a little bit more trouble, but you see me struggling a little bit. But eventually we get it all done. Alrighty guys, it's a bit of a break time now. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get some more paint because we ran out. Then I gotta go and get some lunch for us because we've been working hard. We have my sister Scarlett, my mom, and Scarlett's boyfriend Alex. Everybody's been putting in a lot of work. It's time to get them fed. So tune in, let's keep going. Alrighty guys, so we just got all the paint and all the stuff we need from Home Depot. It's time to drop this stuff off and then let's go get some food. Hold on, I'm not done with my perfection.
Oh.
Not done with the perfection? How's it coming?
Yo, see, that's my side. Now look at it.
This your side?
Okay, but up here it's still a little mess, but I'm gonna get to that. But I had to make sure everything was.
But down here is looking tough. Okay.
What about my side?
Okay. Oh, your side.
Oh, you see all this white stuff right here.
Well,
see.
I'm not done.
You see all this white
I
stuff
have
right
to
here.
give it a second coat.
I don't know.
I have to give it a second coat.
I didn't have to give mine a second coat.
Yes,
I just did one coat.
Alex's side is looking pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
So they got you on walls, mommy? They got you doing the walls?
Yeah, look at this.
Look at the walls. Wow. Beautiful. That's all you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. I
needed
did it.
All right. I see you putting in that hard
I
work.
needed the best work. I'm not gonna lie.
What you think?
Ma, you doing all the work.
I
Okay.
needed the best work. Can't lie.
Can't lie. Look at
What
that.
about me?
You doing something.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Definitely.
I'm the best.
Look at
You want some on your face? I know.
Aw.
Look at my arm.
paint everywhere.
There you go. Now we're playing.
Why she did that? Wow. Me personally?
Why
you stand over there? Because I'm painting here. I need you to move.
Bro, I'm over here.
As you guys can see, we got the vibes. We got the music playing. Everybody's having fun. We're just trying to make the most fun of it. It's so much work and we're tired. And and my mom is the best. But yeah, we keep going. We don't stop until it's all done. Alrighty, so real quick, because I was out getting the food and the paint and everything, I don't have a video of the burgundy room getting painted. But I do know you guys saw it real quick in that clip just a second ago. So I wanted to talk about it and why I picked that color real quick. So the main reason is burgundy represents sophisticated passion. It's grounded energy. And with the combination of burgundy and black, it's power and wealth. You know, you see it often in luxurious settings, some kind of commanding, but elegant. You know, not screaming for attention the way the red and white room kind of was. But it's also like kind of serious, and I'm working a lot on like self-discipline and determination and stuff like that. So, I wanted a room that would really represent that, something that I could sit in here and kind of just like think, do my work, focus, and but also have a fun room to show you guys on the stream or on video whenever we're doing stuff like that. We get the LED lights up in here and get some light in the room and it'll look a lot better. But for now, let's get right back into it. Now, as you guys can see here, the purple is the next color I chose, and that's the color I chose for the front room. It's a darker purple, and I decided to pair it with the white. The purple is more of depth and mystery, kind of like spirituality, transformation, a little bit of inner wisdom, with the white coming in to represent purity, new beginnings, some clarity, and even some cleansing energy. So I decided on the purple and white combo just because I thought it'd be the perfect representation of duality between shadow and light. What I mean by that is the purple, it represents depth and mystery. Like, yeah, it's creative and all that other stuff, but it's like real spiritual and real inner wisdom, and then the white is coming in to kind of represent that purity, new beginnings, kind of a bit of clarity. And I feel like I really need that in my life right now, you know. Like for a minute I've kind of felt lost and not knowing what I'm doing with myself or what I'm doing with my life, and I kind of feel like I found that. Kind of feel like I figured out what I want to do and how I'm gonna do it. So now it's just about consistency and sticking to it, and I feel like my room really represents that now. Alrighty, we got a lot of work done today. Now we just gotta like sort everything in the room out, get the new furniture, say what's up to Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, we tired as hell. We did so much. This is the purple room. There's a little teaser of the purple room. There's more to come. And then we got the burgundy room back here. This is a little sneak peek of the burgundy room. We're still missing some additions. We gotta hook everything back up again. But for right now,
It's gonna come together soon.
it's not the worst thing. Yeah, it's gonna come together. Plug all this stuff back in, get some new furniture, and then we in business. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Juggernauts. This is episode 2, and make sure you guys tune in for episode 3 coming out soon. We're gonna put in all the furniture, the desk, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe, comment, do it all so we can make more of this content and keep it all coming.